Hi everyone, in this quick video I'll explain one of the most confusing pairs of concepts in Java, method overloading versus method overriding. We'll look at a tiny example and I'll also step through it during the debugger so you can see what the JVM does. So the first method, overloading. Overloading means the same method name, different parameter list in the same class. Here I have the calculator class. I have two methods. Sorry, that's this one right here. I have two methods, the add int and then the add doubles. In main, I call calculator add 2, 3 and calculator add 2.5, 3.5. The compiler chooses which add to call based on the types of arguments at compile time. Those are the two things I'm talking about. So 2 and 3 call the int, and then obviously the doubles call the double. And then the two animal and the dog classes is the method overriding. Overriding happens with inheritance. Class dog extends animal and it overrides the speak method. So when I say animal.speak, it prints the animal, makes a sound, and the dog.speak prints dog barks. In main, I have two different references. So I have the animal generic and then the animal dog equals new dog. So they're both type of animals, but dog actually points to a dog object. When I call the generic animal.speak versus the dog.speak, Java decides at runtime which version to run based on the actual object type, not just the reference type. That's polymorphism. And so now I have these dots here for the breakpoints in the debugger. So we're first gonna do this one. And when I step into it, you see it jumps to the int add method perfectly. That's compile time overloading. The compiler already chooses the method. And then the second one, when I step into that, it jumps to the decimals, the doubles method, and chosen by the argument types. Now for the overriding, when I call the generic animal speak and I step into that, it goes to animal speak. But when I go to dog.speak, even though it is a variable type as animal, the debugger takes it to the dog.speak. That's runtime polymorphism. Again, overriding is deciding by the object's actual class. So to recap, overloading, same method, name different parameter list, chosen at compile time based on argument types, and overriding is a subclass changes a method from its parent, chosen at runtime based on the object type.